facilities here kasi is initially built by my lola with her kids. We spend a lot of time during our summers and the weekends with my cousins. So we stay there in the pool, and then she had also a tennis court built on the other end of the property. Me and my wife and my family would travel a lot. I would take lots of pictures of interiors, of facades, of some details of many areas, especially in Europe. One time we were talking and said, ba't naman hindi pwede yung ganito sa Pilipinas? At the time also, Ugo was, he was also thinking of doing other things. So one time we were talking, sabi ko, can you help me build rooms in my place? And he agreed. Sabi ko, laro lang tayo, wala tayong kukunang architect, basta kung ano lang maisipan natin, kung ano lang makaka-inspire sa atin, gawin natin. And that's the first 6 rooms. Doon na nagsimula yung Casa San Pablo. All those experiences, yun na itong nakikita nyo ngayon.
Casa San Pablo is a bed and breakfast, and the whole idea of a bed and breakfast is we welcome people into our home. We are innkeepers, and you are coming into our home. That's really what we try to preserve and create each time.
We are very used to entertaining people. We always have something prepared for guests. When they come, we have candies or anything na makakain ko. No? It's just to make them feel welcome. No?
We get to meet new people each time. They really feel that they're welcome to our home. So when they come here, we give them a listening ear and they tell us their life stories, or we just become instant friends. Some of them become ongoing friends beyond their current state. So it's great for us because we see them, maybe they were still in courtship and then they come back, they're already married, they come back, they already have children. So I guess that's the other thing about being an inn, is you have that relationship going on with your guests.
What we serve here is the food which I grew up with. So it's San Pablo food, the combinations of eating, let's say, lechon na luto sa pugon with pinaputok na tilapia, with kulawok, which is grilled eggplant. So those are the things that we want to share.
The kind of breakfast that we serve here is recreating that experience. Sometimes there's a perception that if it's bed and breakfast, then you serve scones and croissants and jams. But here, it's real Filipino bed and breakfast. So we serve what Laguna serves for breakfast. So whether that's kabasi or biya or chocolate na may pinipig. We didn't have much to start with, but we had a cute sports car, and he said, because he wanted to go into this business, he sold the car so that we'd have our initial money to be able to build a casa. A lot of people who come to Casa discover or rediscover their creativity that maybe they have shelved for a while, but when they come here, because maybe the atmosphere is so relaxed and they pick up the energy of creativity that is naturally overflowing in the place, it makes them want to write again, try out painting, experience their photography again when they're here. It just makes them want to do something more personal. The modern pace of life now is large scale, fast paced. Here we want to bring you back to intimate meaning small, the appreciation of small things, the appreciation of close relationships. The things that we set up, like just a bottle with fresh flowers thrown into it, is already such a joy. That's why also we have these little dolls, is to capture the characters in a small town. Storyteller dolls are figures that tell stories of people telling stories. They're made of stoneware, clay, that I'm painting with acrylic. But each storyteller is a character in San Pablo. So this is Luis Magwawalis and his son Baguis. Started a native cooking school. You know, in the Philippines, we have the most number of culinary schools. We're sending out our best chefs out to the world. But I like to say that underneath all that, we have an unbroken line of native cocineros and cocineras. We've been providing comfort and delicious memories to our families for all these years. So that's what we want to highlight in our native cooking school. And then millennium hit and much of it was ruined. It was like a war zone here. And I thought, oh my gosh, how will we go on? What's after he had cleaned up, which took an army almost to clean up the debris. And in the midst of that, he hadn't even finished cleaning up. He was already dreaming of the next structure. So that's what's his hindi nagigiba yung loob. Biglang, so this, hindi nagpapatalo. So this expansion came about because we lost some trees in this area. We could not expand in this area because there were beautiful trees. Yun ang binagsak ng millennium. Ang solution niya, okay, we build there. Hindi nagigiba. That's what it takes to run a bed and breakfast.
We were for so many years in Manila. Talagang tingin namin ni Ana, eventually babalik kami dito. And I guess this is one of those things that's really a major step for us in going back. Is putting up casa.
In the end, it's not about
that.
The money. It's about seeing your dreams, from nothing. Seeing the dreams, seeing the structure rise from just talking like this. Then suddenly you have the structure. Then suddenly people come and they say, wow, it's so beautiful. The dreaming and the willingness to pick up again and then dream again. And realizing that there are so many people who appreciate it and need it.